Coach, if you start with a comment, you follow with some questions.
All right, so here we are again. I mean, it doesn't really change much. You know, we got out there Sunday after playing Rice on Saturday, and you know, got our corrections in the meetings, and then went out on the field. You know, Sunday night, had a real spirited Sunday night practice. I think the guys came off the bye week, you know, excited, and that showed playing Rice. And then I think they see what's in front of them. Starting this week with Old Dominion, and I'm a big, you know, Bobby Wilder fan. He's done a great job starting the program there, building it up to very, very competitive at the FCS level, put themselves in position to compete for a national championship there, and has just kind of carried that over. Their first year in the league a year ago, they beat Rice and Louisiana Tech, two of the teams in our division that competed at the end of the year for it. So, you know, they lost their quarterback and have kind of, you know, gone back and forth with quarterbacks, but they've got two really good quarterbacks, and they've won 2 in a row, you know, dating back to when they went to 3-5, losing to Western Kentucky. But a really good football team, a young football team that you can see is getting better week to week. You can see it defensively, you can see it offensively, and the confidence they now have, you know, changing quarterbacks, and it'll be a real challenge for us, one we're excited about, and look forward to continue our season that we've already started.
All year you've kind of talked about having the perfect game. I guess you guys didn't get the shutout, but is that as close as you're going to get?
Well, I thought we played awfully well in all 3 phases. We didn't start off as fast, did hit some shots early on, but you know, I think one of the first 3 possessions we scored, but then after that we scored 9 straight possessions. You know, the one that started it was the fake field goal, so if you can score on special teams, which we did, then defensively, I don't know what it was at halftime, maybe 58 yards or something like that, and 8 passing yards. We were very disruptive, defended balls down the field, competed for those. So, you know, you're not going to get much better than that. And then finishing off the half with a 95-yard drive. We just had a lot of skill guys make plays and get run after catch. You know, it wasn't, some of those weren't methodical drives. There was a couple of big plays by Mike. A big 3rd down play by Casey in the drive right before halftime that got us in position to continue to go after it. So, you know, we just made a lot of big plays. I thought our line played well, Nick played well defensively. We obviously, it's a good thing when you can, you know, distract and disrupt their quarterback. That's what the game's about, and I thought our defense did that. So, but again, as I always say, you can't carry over points. You can't carry over statistics. It only counts as one, and our job this week is to refocus the team and get them ready for a very good Old Dominion team who's getting better and trying to become bowl eligible. So if we're not careful, it goes either way. You know, one week you don't stop them or move it as well, and you think that's who you are. You think you have these things happen from a statistical standpoint, and you think, okay, that's just going to happen. It doesn't. The preparation determines how well you play.
You talk about in-game adjustments. I mean, Rice kind of hemmed you guys up in the run game, and you guys started having more success when you started throwing some to Ito and that sort of thing. So how much of that was an in-game adjustment or?
None. I mean, it really wasn't any in-game adjustment. I mean, you know, we had a big 3rd down, the first touchdown to Ito. He made a nice play on the wheel route. Nick kind of got out there and made a real nice throw, and then, you know, one was a scramble check down to Ito, really a couple of plays where he's a good space player, so he made those plays. And, you know, and then, you know, Mike just made a couple of athletic plays where, you know, you catch and go score. You know, that's something Mike's capable of doing. None of it was really in-game adjustments. Really, I thought we hit some shots earlier with as low as their safeties were playing. We didn't execute it very well and didn't do things as well as we'd like. But again, when you've got good space players, and we just happened to make a number of good plays, and then we got a turnover, you know, so everything was kind of going our way, then we got a turnover and scored right away. And so, you know, but I really do think, you know, obviously the fake field goal kind of was deflating for them, and it uplifts yourself, you know. And when we didn't convert on 3rd downs, we converted on 4th downs. I think we ended up 8 of 16, but the last 3rd down we really weren't, we just ran the ball, so we were 8 of 15, but we were 4 of 4 on 4th downs. So that means realistically in those drives, we were 12 of 15 of not giving the ball up. So in all the areas you want to be great at, we were really good at offensively and really good defensively.
Coach, you had a layoff for the bye week. Was there any particular message that helps you guys come out with a complete effort against Rice?
I don't think so. I don't think there was anything different other than, you know, we should have the advantage. We have an extra week to prepare. We have an extra week to get guys healthy. We have an extra week if we do it the right way. If we hydrate, eat, sleep, you know, really dial in Rice, don't give him anything, which I thought we did. And so, again, were we perfect? No, but in a lot of those areas, I thought our guys did it the right way, and the bye week handled it, and then they came back understanding what's in front of us. As we talked about last week, it's a playoff. I mean, you want to win the conference? We can win the conference. No one's in front of us. I mean, the finish line's right in front of us. I mean, there it is. Okay, go get it. And we don't have to have anybody help us. We just have to prepare and go after it, and don't look back. There's no pressure. This is what you want to be when you get good, is to be able to go compete and practice and take care of your body and try to do it better than Rice did it. And then this week our challenge is, how do we do it better than Old Dominion does?
Coach, kind of looking forward to Old Dominion. I'm sure you've had an opportunity to watch them on film a little bit. Is there anything that kind of stands out or intrigues you about the way they do things?
I just think they've gotten so much better. I've watched a lot of the teams. I'll get a little advanced look at what I think of them, you know, just, you know, looking ahead, and I've just seen a progression defensively. You know, guys that they're just doing it better. They're playing more downhill, playing more physical. The D-line's playing better. Offensively, they're playing with more confidence. They just really are. Went through a tough stretch, you know, and then made the change at quarterback. And they've done a nice job of moving the football. I don't know how many games they've had over 400 yards. And really against Western Kentucky, you know, did a nice job of controlling the pace and scoring points. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. It's a good football team who's playing confidently. And we're going to need a great crowd this weekend to make it tougher on them. That's the way it is.
You mentioned the offensive line, but Nick was really, after the game Saturday, Nick was really, you know, praising them a lot, especially Cameron Tom. And he's just been, missed a game, and I don't know how long, and it's just really that stabilizing force, good communicator.
Yeah, and just like Nick, they started about the same time. I mean, they both came in as true freshmen. Cam ended up starting at right tackle for us his freshman year, and Nick ended up starting quarterback. So, you know, Cameron's done a great job up front. The O-line did a great job. We got the ball out quickly, got it in our skill guys' hands. Thought they did a nice job picking up some of their stunts. It's not ever going to be perfect, but I thought they were good. And I thought in the run game, I thought there were times we showed signs of continuing to play physical, and our running backs made some plays on the perimeter, especially the one that Jalen broke out of there and broke a tackle. That kind of sealed it there at the start of the second half.
They're not giving up sacks, so 1.4 sacks allowed per game, which is 28th in the country. I mean, whenever, you know, we all saw Nick in his first 2 years getting beat up and knocked around pretty good, but, you know, this is new territory, I guess.
Well, we're getting the ball out quicker. A lot of the same guys are playing that played last year, and Nick's evolved as a player, and we're better around him. And that's all the ways you get better as an offense, is play better around your quarterback. He's got to play well, but guys around him have got to catch it. We've caught the ball better this year. We've protected better. We're running the ball better. And I think we're first in the conference in rushing. You know, that was a big thing in the offseason. How can we run the ball better consistently in our league? That's what we'll be judged, is how can we run it better in our league? Sure, our running backs are going to get better. Getting Jalen back was going to be a part of it, but getting tight ends so we can protect Nick, because if we can keep Nick upright, he's accurate, he's smart, he knows where to go with the ball. If you can run it, keep him upright, we're hard to stop.
You said last night you corrected some mistakes. What mistakes did you correct?
Well, there's plenty of things on tape that you overcome. You know, sometimes you get the ball out quickly and you miss a stunt up front. You know, you run a draw play and there's a safety right on the line of scrimmage. You know, yeah, we overcame it, but we don't want to do that. You know, we don't, some checks that we made that are like from our quarterback that, or we didn't make, that we didn't get executed, that sure we overcame it, but that doesn't mean that, you know, if you think about some of the big plays that we made, at one point, you know, without Jalen's long run there at the end, I don't know what we would have had, 100 yards rushing at that time, so we weren't running the football. We were running it, but not as well as we would have liked. So there's a lot of things always to correct, you know, and there's certain things when you don't play as well that it just didn't go your way. You know, some of those plays that Mike takes to the distance, takes to the house, sometimes he gets tackled, and you don't overcome those things. Obviously, when we had to use a fake field goal to score, we don't want to get to that point. And we went 3 plays from the 6 and didn't move an inch. We didn't. And we had 2 incompletions and a run play for nothing. So there's a lot we need to fix and a lot of things we can get better at.
Coach, having a game like that, you got the opportunity to see a lot of your second-team guys and even some third-team guys for an extended period of time. Did any of those players really stand out, and you thought they had a nice performance for the opportunity they had?
Well, I was happy for Tyler. And, at the end of the game, Tyler's only played a couple other times and probably did him a disservice at Charlotte, where we really kind of went into a shell and just said, hey, let's get out of here. And I looked back at it and said, you know what, we need to let him play, because if he has to play, we're going to count on him to win games. So, we were running the ball. Some of the throws we took there on the one drive, they were all just hybrids. They made the decision to press our guys. We didn't. They made that decision. So I was happy for Tyler. He was able to throw it a little bit. He was accurate. He was able to run it some. And then at the end, I was happy for J.A. Was able to get a touchdown catch. He's put in the work, been here 4 years. And so I was happy for him. I was happy for our guys, because I don't care who you are. You want to make plays. I mean, the running backs want to run it. The quarterback wants to throw it. Receivers want to catch it. And they want to run your style, And so I was happy for those guys at the end. And then defensively, like you said, we got a lot of young guys in there playing, and it was fun to watch those guys fly around.
Talk a little bit about that 4th and short in the first quarter, wrong midfield. Did you want to go for it and dare the Bryce to stop you, or would you kind of just take the spread more?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where it was, somewhere around midfield, and it's 4th and 1. I mean, come on. I mean, we've got to be able to pick up a yard, and we really haven't been great on 4th downs this year. I mean, we were 4 of 4 the other night, but we really haven't been very good. So I felt like that we could get it. Obviously, there's a number of times I've gone for it. I think only FAU is going for more 4th downs than we have. So, I mean, we're going to continue to go for it. We feel like we've got a good plan, which we should. And we've got good players. We've got good coaches. So I think it's demoralizing to a defense when they think they've got you stopped and you convert, and they've got to continue to play.
Coach, I know you can't carry over stats, but in a performance that dominating in all 3 phases, what is your biggest takeaway from this weekend?
Exactly what you just said, that you can't carry it over. Sometimes it just goes your way. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. And you don't want to overreact when it goes the other way, when things just happen to go that. So to me, it counts as 1. It doesn't count as 4, because you beat them by a certain amount. And again, to me, the biggest thing in everything we deal with, human nature, our human nature. All of us, how we deal with the ups and downs of life, the ups and downs of winning and losing and success or failure, and how do you pick yourself up and not get too down when you're not successful, and how do you flatline it when you have success. And I think that's the biggest thing in dealing with these 18 to 23-year-olds is, the next week. That's what's most important now. It only counts as 1. And that's hard, because everybody would be in their ear and, hey, how great you are, just like they were when we weren't worth a darn, and neither one's good. It's all the noise that doesn't matter. We won 1, whether we won 11 to 10 or we won what we won by, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't. What do you take away from it? You hope that the guys went in the meeting rooms and looked at, like I was talking to Alan, you hope that they got in there and looked at these things that we need to correct, and they listened to your coach and wanted to continue to improve, instead of just, oh man, we got this figured out. We don't have anything figured out yet. They don't bring teams back to go to bowl games here. You get brought back if you win a championship. So I hope our guys understand that. I hope they understand what's in front of them. You're one of, as of last week, there was 28 teams out of 128 that control their own destiny. And I haven't done the math this week, but I'm sure it's fewer than that. We control our own destiny. So we're trying to get 8.
Most, if not everyone, knows that the showdown with LA Tech in the last game of the season is probably going to come down for the Conference USA West title. Is that something that you have to keep guys not focused on and just taking one game at a time, or is in the back of your mind too that that's what's going to come down to?
Oh, I'm not really worried about Louisiana Tech now. Do our guys understand that if we win out, we win our division and we win the league? Yes, they've been told that. But you can't get there. We can't fast forward to it. You can't just jump to it and get too focused on the end result. It's a byproduct of the process, how you work every day, take care of your body. That's as big as anything. It's studying. It's take care of your body so we can have great practices, so our look teams can give great looks, everybody involved. That's one thing we said Sunday, is that everybody that's sitting in this room, from equipment to the training room, to strength and conditioning, to our academic people, to our look squad guys, everybody had a hand in that win, and has had a hand in every win we've had. It takes everybody to win, and if you don't have the guys across from you giving you the looks and working hard, you're going to get in the game and get surprised. So it's all just a byproduct of what you put into it, and this week just happens to be Old Dominion. What do they do on both sides of the ball and special teams that pose issues for us, and how do we get it nailed down so we can play fast on Saturday?
Coach, you scored more points than every other FBS team this week, so what is it like when you're out there on offense and everything just seems to be working?
It's fun. I mean, it doesn't happen though. You don't expect it. You don't go in for that to happen, where your guys are making plays and the guys are enjoying it. But I did like our guys' focus. I did think that we came out after halftime, focused, because again, we were still 30 minutes away from finishing the game. They don't give you half a win for being up at halftime, and that's just the way it is. So, but it's points are overrated. At that point, it doesn't matter. The whole idea is we came out of the game healthy. Did we execute what we wanted? For the most part, yes. Our quarterback was going to the right person. Our guys were blocking the right people. I think defensively there was a couple of times that I think Dave was frustrated. But again, you just want to see clean football. Whatever the score, if it didn't matter, it still counts as one.
Coach, could you talk about, it's the last week for 21 Golden seniors. It's their senior day this week. Could you talk a little bit about our senior class?
Well, I mentioned it. I mentioned it to the team after the game. It's a special weekend for those guys. Guys that are fifth-year guys that are fourth-year guys. Guys that have stuck with it. I think it's a true testament to them. I think it's a building block for the rest of their life to understand that we do something that most people don't have to do, and that is put it out there every week and for everybody to critique and look at. And it's been frustrating for those guys to have come in with the understanding, we've got a great university, a great tradition, and to struggle like this program had is tough. And not many guys stayed around. A lot of guys just, said this isn't for me. They didn't buy into to us. They didn't buy into this university. And these guys did. And without knowing when it would turn, without knowing, when we would see the fruits of our labor. That's hard. I say it time and time again. It's hard to, if you were in sales and 7 or 8 straight times you go to a door or you try to sell something and you don't make a sale, how many people just throw in the towel? And these guys didn't. So they'll always be special and should be special to this university. I know they will be to our coaching staff and to our fan base for sticking by it. And I'm happy for them that they will get a chance to, they have a chance to play for a conference championship and at the very least end their career going to a bowl game. So it'll be special for our players. Another thing, we have to monitor the distraction because they'll have lots of family members and people coming, and the best gift we can give them is our 8th victory.
I see on the depth chart, you got Reed Riles, a freshman, and Casey Martin. Has he been there and talk about him?
Well, we've tried to redshirt him, and so far we've been successful at doing that. We haven't had to play him. So he's been our number 2H the whole year. Casey hasn't gotten hurt. When the game's been out of hand, we haven't had to play him. That happened against Saturday. We played Brickley there. So we'll continue down that path. And his family understands. His dad's a football coach and understands that if we have to do it for a championship, Reed will play.
Anything else? Coach, thank you.
Thank you.